Welcome to Ruston, Louisiana, Joe IA Stadium, home to the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bears offense will have the first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark.
Ran right out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Wants to go up top on first down. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Let's take a moment and think Missouri State. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bears are flying down the field. Looking to throw again. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Missouri State. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
A lot of coaches talk about...
Oh, and they blocked it. Now he can return this. So Louisiana Tech's offense will go to work for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a...
Free up the gut! And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll give it to him again. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Got it in the middle, it's Flood. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got off the quick pass. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll run it on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who you're...
Touchdown, Louisiana Tech! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Missouri State offense. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. On the ground, it's Joyner. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The Bears are in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. He'll keep it himself. Got a little space. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking.
Sometimes you dial up the right place, sometimes you get the right penalty. Either way, it's a third down conversion for this offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking downfield on first down. Grabs it in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Bears send out the punt unit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Dances away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
The give to the back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Has to get there to move the sticks. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see them back it up on the field.
Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
To the ground with the back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana Tech holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it on the outside. It's Joyner. The Bears want to pick up the tempo.
I guess if you're going to get a 1-yard gain, at least it's kind of a highlight. Great body control, great job understanding how to keep a foot in bounds and give a little toe tap on the sidelines there.
Slithers into space. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Takes the easy completion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That's reeled in. It's Roberts. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The option look. Quarterback on the keeper. He's in open space downfield.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the point after. Check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 10 over UAB. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Had to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it and forcing the incompletion.
To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Joyner. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Joyner. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedster.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Got a man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to get it to the marker. And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech 1st down.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football, try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward in this game, let's just see how this defensive line responds to this. Can they be more physical and start winning their one-on-one battles?
Really good job by the defense understanding the quarterback got outside the pocket. Now I got to understand where he's at. Now the middle of the field starts to come towards where he's scrambling. The other side of the field comes to the middle of the field. Great job by the defense understanding the quarterback was pressed outside the pocket.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Dennis.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call.
Ready, set.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Ruston. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Joe in Lincoln Parish.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Bears will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Still running at the 40. Found the seam on the left. Ripping through the defense. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Offense facing 4th down.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. Tries to get it on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Goodness gracious. That's 3 for 3 now on 4th downs. That's just, it's nuts. I don't think you're going to make a living on this. I don't think you're always going to make this happen. And defensively, just keep trying to get them to 4th down. You're going to get a stop on one of these plays.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this offense put together a pretty good drive, man, but man, did they stall out. 3 straight incompletions, trying to find something that would work, but this defense, they stood up after giving up some yards and really finished this drive well.
Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have one in the American, East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Charlotte. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Bears want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Hard running there. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25.
I like the play call on offense.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bears will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Powers through the defender. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Bears will hustle to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the run. Inside the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Offside defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Dennis. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Takes the handoff. It's Willihan. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Willihan. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
And, of course, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're already 4 for 4. A designed run for the quarterback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big 1st down and keeps the clock moving.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Willihan trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Big guy smells it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Bear offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Catch in the middle. It's Joyner. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Lofts one high indeed. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Now, thanks to that gamble and failure, a chance to tack a little extra onto the lead late. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. He's looking to throw. Snagged out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Picked up a few extra on that return, but one. Play by this defense to get the football. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing complete.
Turning it on! He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. To the air on 1st down. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
Here comes the heat. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Charlotte took its show on the road.
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. So he... Missouri State offense. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys...
Breaks into the open. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Sprinting away. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Back to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Caught in the backfield. It's Joyner. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the part each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.